day, good day. Wait a few seconds. Okay. Time is not alignment. I think what time at times we're experiencing is a disconnect between the way things are being spoken and the way they're being explained. Okay. It's really hard to translate the idea that time does not exist to people who are still using alarm clocks to wake up. Because there are definitely things within their life that require that they be on time. So I'd rather explain that time is not alignment. You have certain sayings that time heals all wounds. Not necessarily. Sometimes time makes it worse. I feel like your alignment is how your wounds begin to heal. Okay. When I first began having my activations, and it was so much just coming out of me, and I had no idea how to hold everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I talk to people, and they'd be like, "I've been woke for 20, 25 years," and I'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like I was like, "Oh shit!" But then I'd end up teaching them a whole lot, and they'd be like, How did you learn this?" And I'm like, "What you been doing for 20 years?" Time is not alignment. You will realize when you get tired of being disobedient to the alignment of who you are, time is going to fast track. Okay? You're going to see a shitload of movement in areas where it seems like that movement, it's like people are like, How? Alignment. Before I come back to this, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite clips from a movie, and it showed me something so amazing. In the movie Unbreakable with Bruce Willis, this is my citrine, by the way. In the movie with Bruce Willis, Unbreakable, he starts to begin to entertain the idea that he could possibly be a superhero, that he has super strength. By this time, he's about a middle aged man. All the time in the world since high school, where he's never gotten hurt, never got sick, meant anything to him. He couldn't even connect that those things had been occurring to him. As a matter of fact, it took the antagonist of the movie, Mr. Glass, to ask him these questions so that he could begin considering. So he's like, "Wait, was I sick? I think." So he asks his wife. He asks his wife, and he's like, "When was the last time I've been sick?" And she's like, You remember that time? I don't know. I don't really remember." So, because he needs confirmation, because it's so unbelievable, it's beyond his wildest dreams, which sometimes alignment can definitely be that. This is why this requires a lot of self love and a lot of introspection. So he goes and he asks his boss, and he's like, "When was the last time like I was sick or called out sick?" So he's going on with events that are happening in the movie, which are helping you to get his point of view of how he's slowly beginning to align like a target, like target practice. He's slowly beginning to align to the idea that he's holding something special. And really quickly, right? Say we have a target, and say I'm shooting at that target, and I'm about 2 inches off the target. It's 2 inches right here. But if we were to continue this line straight, right? Say I'm shooting from this way and I shoot here. And so if I was supposed to shoot here, the line wouldn't be squiggly like that because it's a bullet unless we don't want it. Okay. But right, it would stay there. But if I hit here, this line keeps going straight. And throughout, as it's continuing, it gets wider and wider. That area of trajectory down miles down the road is much wider. Okay? So he has to align to the idea, like target practice. And so he's there, his mind is like blown. The foundational aspects of reality for him are changing in front of his face. And they're showing you that psychologically, this takes a moment. This takes time. He still could have chosen never to align with the idea and pushed the guy away and not gone through certain things to challenge himself, and he would have never aligned with the idea. The amount of time it took once he had the right things in place was much shorter than the time period from when he had gotten into an accident and was not hurt at all from the time when he was in high school. Okay? Now, the boss comes back to him and he's like, $1.50. That's it. That's all you get. And he's looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because remember, Bruce Willis's mind is engrossed in bigger shit right now. So the boss says to him, that's all the raise you're gonna get. Yeah, I checked. You never called in sick. Okay, but that's all you're gonna get. And he's like, oh, thanks. I've never seen a clip in a movie where somebody gets a raise and it was so like, whatever. The issues that he was having were on a higher dimension. His boss, who really just did not look like somebody that was interested in their health and stuff. You could tell that his boss could not fathom at all what Bruce Willis was going through. He thought when he asked him that he was literally asking him for a raise. There was no place in the boss's space to fathom that I'm asking you this question because I'm literally considering right now that I might be a superhero. Time is not alignment. He comes home and he tells his wife, and he's like, I got a raise today. She's like, oh. But he says it so dry and drab. He's like, I got a raise today. She's like, oh, okay. Because his mind is just filled with bigger shit. This movie was amazing the way it showed you how even money took a back seat. Time is not alignment. I've had people do certain things to me. I felt like after some time, things would be okay. No, because you never align to being remorseful. You never align to showing that, you know what I'm saying, you got the message. No. So I still know, even after all this time, that I won't fuck with you. And you can't fuck with me. What are you doing with your time? I think this week, and the way the cosmological weather is asking us that. Remember, they said this is the year of the fire horse and that things are going to move fast. But only if you've aligned. Oh, well, let me correct that. Things will move fast forward positively for you if all this time passed, you've been attempting to align. Other than that, it might not feel like that to you at all. Okay? So please understand, however you want to word it, that your time here is precious. And within that time, you should be figuring out who you are. what you want this life to look like, how you want to show up in this life, and at the end of it, what legacy would you want to be known for? That is the epic purpose of time. Peace.